You know what's funny is like nobody really understands how you feel. Nobody really understands you specifically as a person. And of course, you have friends and best friends that there's always gonna be that one person who you known for a while, like that actually knows who you are, and like what's the word I'm looking for? Like even sometimes knows you better than you know yourself, right? But we're all not that fortunate enough to have that kind of friend. Most of us are alone. We work all the time, and we have less and less time for our friends, especially when we get older. Maybe when we're back in college and high school, when we go through a lot of hell, that's where we create those bonds. I forget what they call it as the word for it, but like when you go through a lot of trauma, a lot of hell, with a specific person, you grow that attachment. But anyways, to my point, like that doesn't necessarily happen when we're adults. So at least not with the friends that we've come to know. Maybe with coworkers when you guys are really struggling to get one box or a couple of boxes from the trailer to the next place, or when you're in corporate and trying to get things out the way to meet to meet a deadline. You know, you meet friends unexpectedly sometimes, right? And but to my point, right? Nobody really understands. Nobody is really going to understand who you are, right? Only you yourself. And the point I'm trying to make with this is that, well, do people really need to know who you are or how you are? It's you don't really need to be going around justifying yourself to everybody, especially when it comes to something important like important moves in your life, like whether it be moving alone, getting with a partner, leaving a partner. It's just sometimes certain decisions that you need to make by yourself because as as uh as Chris Tucker as James Carter said in Rush Hour 3, some things a man has to do on his own. And I know I've seen the movie before. He talks about sleeping with that one person, John VF, right? But to my point, certain decisions we just have to make up. We just have to make for ourselves by ourselves, and it's not because you don't have friends that can tell you certain things to present you to open your mind a bit with the options available to you. And some other friends could be a little bit less could be more on the two-faced side, right? And trying to think that there's something best for you, but at the same time, that there's a reason why that person is telling you that, and it may not be for the best reasons, right? Or it could be for malicious reasons that the person is telling you to do certain things. But anyways, to my point, like the point of this video is just to promote more independency for those who are struggling to do certain things independently. And I get it. It's always you always want to ensure that you're uh, presenting with the most information, or you're not going crazy. And it's perfectly fine and natural for you to like reach out to your friends and ask, hey, like, am I doing something stupid, or is this fancy savvy? Like, am I being like, what are your thoughts, right? Is a question that you essentially want to ask and get answers to. And there's nothing wrong with that, honestly. But at the end of the day, your decisions are yours. You need to own up to it, and and it's hard and it daunting sometimes, right? Because especially when it comes to the more heavier life changing decisions. Um, sometimes you just need to be independent and have uh, I guess the balls to make important decisions independently without being persuaded by others. And that's another point I want to make in this video. I've seen certain people be very persuaded by their friends, and I get it. Sometimes this person just knows a lot more in a certain subject than you do, which is not cool at the same time because if you're in a middle situation, you kind of want to be well informed. But to my point, like it's honestly very it's just a lot more important for you to be very independent and very self-sufficient, where you can create your own uh, uh this a sense of what's the word sense of you just know what to do, or at least act like you know what you're doing and try to just go from there. But to my point in all this is don't let your friends sway you. persuaded to do certain things. I get it. To your friends, maybe you don't want to get them mad, or maybe you just more a lot more aggressive and say, hey, like, I'm gonna ask my friends to see what they think, but at the end of the day, this is my decision, and whatever I say goes. Especially when it comes to your own money, right? So that's one thing I wanna share with you guys, is that, hey, like, this, whatever decisions you are making, it's about your money, your life, and at the end of the day, it is your responsibility to take care of those two parameters, right? You, your time, and your money. Because at the end of the day, money can be recouped if it isn't that much, but time can never be recuperated. Your life, obviously not. Time goes on, health deteriorates, and these three commodities, although it may seem infinite, it does have a time limit, it does have a limit, and we may want to, we just need to take care of them, right? Take care of your money. Be careful with what and who you invest in, and ensure that whatever it is that you're doing is something that you created, right? And the only L that you're gonna take is because you as I always say, like, the only person who's gonna get myself into some shit is myself, and I'm not gonna let nobody else get myself into a bad situation, right? You know, if I put myself here, I'm gonna get myself out. It's a kind of mentality I have, and the type of mentality I wish that my viewers would adapt. I don't know, just be more independent, be more of a productive member of society as a young adult, and just keep at it. Protect your peace, protect your money, protect your time. Don't be persuaded by those, especially your friends. Don't let them pressure you to make a certain decision that's fairly important. Ensure that whatever it is that you're gonna do is because you.
Echo 3-1 for actual.
Oh shit! I got sniped. Just make sure that you're whatever issues that you're gonna get yourself into, make sure it's the decision that you want to make, not someone else's. Especially when it comes to your own money, right? Alright, fellas. Later.
On him.
He's picking us off! Alex, find that sniper!
He's headed your way.
Sniper!
The Russians are right behind him.
Get down!
Troops in contact, actual.
Stay low. Don't let him see you.
Copy. On our way.
Stay covered!
On him.
Shots came from the highway.
Wind shifted.
It's much stronger now. You'll have to adjust. 4 notches to the left.
Reacquiring.